Uddiyana, Bandha, Agnisarandati, and Nauli kryia, the abdominal contractions, the flying up block, and abdominal churning, which create vital energy in the system. These ancient yoga practices that come from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, written in the 14th century, state that if one practices Uddiyana, it's like a lion conquering an elephant. It also states that if an older person begins practice of Uddiyana for 6 months, they begin to feel and look younger. So what's really going on in these practices of abdominal contraction are a suction or a vacuum of the abdomen and the navel. When the abdomen and the navel are drawn upwards, it allows energy that is stagnant to be drawn up into higher energy centers. On a more gross physical level, it squeezes the intestines, it churns the stomach, and it squeezes and massages the heart. It allows the digestive fire to burn more freely, and it helps elimination. People suffering from low back problems will really benefit from this practice because it has us have more control of the abdomen, which allows us to have a stronger back. So let's take a look at a few of these techniques. And before we get started, if you have a heart problem or a hernia or any other serious health conditions, you should not do this practice. We start standing in Tadasana with the feet together. We step out into a nice horse stance. You exhale fully through an open mouth, bend the knees, suck up the pelvic floor, empty fully, chin down, draw on the abdomen tight. Hold for only up to 10 to 15 seconds. Keep drawing in the navel, keep drawing it up, squeeze up the pelvic floor as well. And then lift the head up, lift the chin, then inhale. And take a couple breaths. Feel the effects of the practice. Now the second practice is Agnisarandati, which is similar but a flap of the navel. So we exhale the mouth, exhale fully, keep the breath out, lock the chin down in Jalandhar Bandha, suck in the abdomen, hands on the thighs, and then begin to pump the navel, in and out, keeping the breath out the entire time. Do it as many times as you can. Then when you need to inhale, stand up, lift the chin, and take a big inhalation. Take a couple breaths between rounds. The next practice is Nauli kryia, or abdominal churning. Again, horse stance, exhale through the mouth fully, keep the breath out, lock the chin, hold the breath out, abdomen in, and you can circle the waist, circle the hips, or you can circle the abdomen. And you can reverse the circles. This one takes a lot of practice. And again, as you inhale, you lift the chin up. Take a few breaths. Now, the next practice is putting all three of those techniques together into one. So we exhale fully, lock the breath out, keep it out, chin down, bend the knees, draw on the rectum, abdomen, navel, churning one way 3 times, churn the other way 3 times, flap the belly, and then suck in Uddiyana Bandha and hold for a moment. When you need to inhale, stand up, lift the chin, and exhale. Feel the effects of the bandhas. So just remember, the best time to practice the bandhas are in the early morning on an empty stomach after you have already evacuated the bowels. When you become very proficient in the bandhas, you can even incorporate them into your asana practice, which it enriches it fully. You can do the bandhas in downward facing dog, shoulder stand, headstand, lotus. And when we incorporate the bandhas into our asanas, it makes it a more subtle, energetic practice, which is very fulfilling. So keep it up. Nauli kryia took me 3 months to be able to churn and circle the organ. So just stick with it. Namaste.